Modern society places increasingly high demands on the transportation of goods. Oversized trucks have become an indispensable part of the supply chain. However, behind that convenience lie hidden dangers. Are we sacrificing safety for profit? Oh my God! The giant container truck crawled slowly along the narrow village road. On the trunk of the car, a heavy black mass of iron protruded high, obscuring the driver's vision. Oh no! That block of iron kept tilting back and forth. Every time the car encountered a pothole or elephant hole, it shook violently, causing people on both sides of the road to panic and hide on the sidelines. Sweat poured down on the driver's forehead. He strained his eyes to look ahead, his hands clutching the steering wheel, trying to control this bulky vehicle. Every time the wheel rolls over the gravel, the whole car shakes strongly. Oh my! This scene is so scary. The heavy truck, roaring like a wounded monster, tried to climb the slippery slope. Every time the wheel rotates, it leaves ruts that sink deep into the soft mud. Mud splashed and splashed onto the windshield, obscuring the driver's vision. The trunk filled with goods tilted and clanking sounds rang out inside. It seemed like the whole car was groaning, trying to struggle out of the muddy trap. The last wheel spun wildly, sliding on the slippery ground, unable to find support. The driver tightened his grip on the steering wheel, sweating profusely, his eyes staring at the slope ahead. With every passing second, the situation becomes more dire. Oh my God! The heavy truck roared like a struggling monster, trying to climb the rough, rocky slope. Every time the wheel touched a sharp rock, the whole car shook violently. Mud splashed, obscuring the driver's vision. The truck's trunk was filled with cement bags that tilted and collided loudly with each other. At that moment, a large rock suddenly appeared, blocking the road. The front wheel of the car got caught on a rock, causing the front of the car to suddenly rise. Oh no! The whole car seemed to be thrown into the air by an invisible force. In an instant, it wobbled and collapsed down the hillside. The sound of creaking metal mixed with the driver's screams. Thick smoke and dust covered the accident scene. It's too dangerous. Prolonged rain and floods turned the familiar road into a rushing river. Small trucks and cars slowly passed by, water waves lapping against the sides of the vehicles. Every time the wheels touched the flooded road, the whole car seemed to vibrate. Headlights cut through the rain, illuminating deep puddles of water containing countless dangers. Every driver is tense, hands gripping the steering wheel, eyes not taking their eyes off the slippery road. The scene before my eyes was horrifying. The car is like a small boat in the vast ocean. The water rushed against the car's body, the roar of the engine mixed with the sound of waves hitting the shore, creating a chaotic symphony. Every time the wheel touched the water, the car shook violently, making the person sitting in the car feel heart-stopped. Oh my, can the car overcome this dangerous road? If you find this car funny, please leave comment number 1. So surprising. A container filled with wood looms on a winding slope. The 500 horsepower engine roars. The wheels grip the gravel road. Suddenly, a plume of white smoke rose from the hood. The temperature meter needle jumped to an alarming level. The driver panicked and pulled the car to the side of the road, sweating profusely. The entire giant container truck is like a dying monster, threatening the lives of the driver and those around him. The giant excavator lay sprawled in the deep lake bed, its body rusted and mottled, like a scar of time. The once strong iron arms are now broken, lying disjointed in the cold water. Water surrounds it, forming a solid iron cage at the bottom of the lake where light never reaches. The only sound around was the gentle gurgling of water, contrasting with the rumbling sound of the tractor engine echoing in the distance. The giant excavator looked like a giant monster, trapped in its own prison, silently waiting for liberation, but also accepting its tragic fate in the calm lake. The rescue team is trying their best to go down to the lake and tie a rope to the body of the machine to prepare to pull it out. The water still flows continuously, making the scene truly sad. The heavily overloaded truck was stuck in the middle of a muddy puddle, like a giant animal caught in a trap. The wheels spun wildly, creating streaks of mud and dirt, but the car still didn't move, held tightly by the mud. The trunk full of goods tilted dangerously and could collapse at any time, making the situation even more tense. Black smoke rose from the roaring engine, signaling the car's hopeless efforts as the more it pedaled, the deeper it sank into the soft soil. The driver, sweating profusely, looked around worriedly, not knowing how to escape this dangerous situation, as the car seemed to be gradually buried in a quagmire with no way out. The truck carrying heavy wood slowly climbed the steep slope. The engine roared, the wheels spun wildly but still could not move up. The slippery road surface combined with the heavy load made the car feel like a stuck monster. It struggled like an animal caught in a net. The engine roared at full capacity, making a loud noise and emitting black smoke. Luckily, other cars arrived to assist. They used cables to tie each other tightly, creating a huge pulling force. Together, they tried to pull the truck to the top of the slope. But unfortunately, because the road was too slippery, the car lost control and fell down, causing danger. Oh my, that massive container loomed on the road, carrying a huge block of goods. The load is too large, making the vehicle sluggish and move slowly. Clack, clack. The sound of metal colliding came from the container. Oh my God! Goods were piled high, obscuring the driver's view. It's dangerous. Every time the vehicle turns, the goods tilt and can collapse at any time. The Hyundai HD72 truck, a massive iron and steel machine, is struggling on the muddy road. The mud was as thick as glue and stuck to the wheels, causing the car to freeze in midair. The last wheel spun wildly, splashing mud and dirt, but the car still did not move. The truck's trunk was filled with cement bags that tilted and collided loudly with each other. Every time the wheel rotates, the whole car shakes violently, feeling like it's about to burst. Chase. The driver, with a pale face, tightened his grip on the steering wheel, sweat pouring down. He knew that if he did not get out of this quagmire, not only would the car be damaged, but it could also cause a serious accident. Oh my, the giant plane, with its massive body, is slowly being moved on specialized vehicles. The road ahead is bumpy, full of potholes and dangerous curves. Every movement of this machine makes people hold their breath and watch. The rescue workers, with tense faces, continuously adjusted the cables, ensuring absolute safety for the transport process. The loud sound of car horns echoed throughout the area, signaling other vehicles to give way. Sweat poured down on the workers' foreheads, but they continued to work tirelessly. What a challenging and dangerous job. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the growing channel. And remember to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos.